Hello, 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 welcome to the stream. Welcome on in. We are here to play some Pokemon. Welsh, how are you doing? I have a headache, gonna go to bed, just pop by to say hi. Hey, thanks for stopping by to say hi. Hopefully the head stops aching tomorrow. That sucks. I feel ya, I hate headaches. Emerson, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Chat, I just want to start this stream by telling you I have been playing so much Pokopia over the last, I don't know, 28, 30 odd hours. And it has been so much fun. It is truly, I think, the best thing Pokemon's put out in a minute. And it's great. It's so fantastic. I love it so much. Yo, how are you doing? One month in. But I've been just really enjoying my time with it. I am very happy of my decision to not stream it, because it is definitely just a game I'm enjoying on my own. Although I probably at some point will show it off during a stream. I just don't want to turn it on like this week or anything because, you know, it's still new. I don't want to accidentally spoil anything for anyone. But I will at some point bring it on during a stream to at least show off my my like building of everything and everything that I have. Pokopia, we should have switched to. Oh, it's so good. Man, it sucks that you do have to get the Switch 2 for it. I specifically bought my Switch 2 back at the first of the year for Pokopia. Pokopia is why I bought a Switch 2. And I knew, like, down the line, obviously, I need it for, like, Winds and Wave, which at the time I was like, just whatever the next Pokemon game was. And I think there's another Fire Emblem game I want. There's multiple games that I know I'll eventually play on it, but Pokopia was the reason. But man, it was not fun to have to shell out the amount that these consoles cost these days. Not fun at all. So if you have, to anyone, if you have the extra capital to pick up a Switch 2, if you don't, for Pokopia, if you like Animal Crossing style games or like even a Minecraft styled games, Pokopia is very good. But the great thing is, Pokopia is going to be around forever, so whenever you get around to it, you will have loads of fun. But I'm very excited with it. Very content with my Switch base. Yeah, this is I never bought an additional Switch. My original Switch, which is, I mean, still on my shelf, is like the original OG Switch that came out. I mean, same with my Xbox One that I had was like not the day one version of it, because I wasn't shelling out that much for the day one Xbox One, but like it was the first iteration. My Xbox Series X is the first iteration. My PlayStation 4 I bought years later, pre-owned from someone, and it is also the base version of the. I got my PS4 for $100. Found it on Facebook Marketplace. Some rich kid, this was before the PS5 had come out, but they had like bought the new PS4 Pro or whatever. And now one day I know I need to get a PS5 because I do want to play. I still haven't played Spider-Man 2, and the Wolverine game, God of War, and I don't know, there's too many things, and I'm like, I hate having to buy so many different consoles for it, but the Switch was one I definitely had to do, because I love Pokemon too much. Darkless, how are you doing? Welcome on in. So yeah, so I got a cup tomorrow, and I have decided, I think, that we're going to play Grim. Let me tell you all a silly story about my decision to play Grim tomorrow. I already have 2 Pokepads. I pulled them from my ETBs. I also realized I didn't post a short yesterday or today. And 100% the reason I did not post a short yesterday or today is because I was too busy playing Pokemon Pokopia and forgot. But this is the list that I think I am rocking with tomorrow. Except for the physical list that I have right now does not have the 70 HP snow runts. I forgot that Ascended Heroes rolled out new snow runts, So my physical list still has the 60 HP snow runts, but my buddy who's going was able to. He lives closer to a shop that I went to a shop yesterday. They were all out of them except for the IRs, which the IR is very pretty. I did not want to pay $10 for 3 of them. I didn't want to pay $30 for 3 of them. So instead, he picked up 3 of them each for 75 cents. So instead, I got 3 for what's that? $3. So he has those for. I completely didn't even realize it. I was sitting doing paper testing. I like to, before I go and like play a deck that I haven't actually played in an event. I've never played Grimmsnarl at an event. I will sit at my desk and like just go through the motions of like playing a game. Be like, evolves this. I'll pretend in my head I'm playing against Dragapult, and so I'll actually put damage counters on. And while I'm doing this fake testing, they are getting it every turn. And so I went down at one point, and I was like, okay, we'll attack with Grimmsnarl, I'll take the prize, there's damage over there, okay, then they attack back, oh, and they put 60 damage and kill my Snorunt. And I was like, wait, why does my Snorunt only have 60 HP? And then I realized, oh no, I have the wrong Snowrunts. If he wasn't able to find them, I think I was just gonna pivot to play Dragapult tomorrow. Which is potentially a better idea. I don't know. Oh, did we switch back to this board? We weren't using this board the other day, were we? I wish they gave us the choice to pick the table we play on. And then they could add new tables to like the thing that goes through. I'm blanking on the entire on the thing of that. The battle pass or whatever. Doing fine, just tired. I feel that, Dark. I feel that. I'm in a constant state of fine, just tired. I'm a haunch Pokepads and a bunch of stuff. No haunch deck for me tomorrow. I got in a singular haunch today. I just need. If the other 3 haunches would have showed up, there's a world where I potentially would have shown up and played Haunch Crow tomorrow, just to try and catch people off guard. This is pretty solid. Well, I think we just Arvin here. Well, because we aren't. It's Zekrom in the active, so they can easily get it out of the active. The thing is, they don't really need items, so Badoo doesn't really do too much. If we had energy, we just hit the Team Evo. I think we have to go for the Lily and hope we hit. And just hope we hit energy Team Evo. As much as I hate that. Alright, well, we didn't hit that. So that's cool. That's fine. I mean, we can still make stuff work next turn. We can still make stuff work next turn. So we'll just filch. Oh, it was the next card. Cool. It was the next card. Cool. Love that. Yeah, so right now all I need for Haunch Crow is just 3 Haunch Crows. But they were pretty cheap when I found them, so I'm just waiting for them to come in. They'll probably show up tomorrow. But the cup I'm going to is at noon. My mail doesn't tend to run until around that time, and also I don't want to. I want to like prepare. I don't want to go like be like maybe I'll play this, but then they don't show up and I have to like pivot, and I don't want to do all that. Are we to get Pokepads? We can evolve 1. What is my man? This is the thing. I feel like I need to be ready for this matchup tomorrow. I'm really ready for this matchup. Is Rare Candy in here? Rare Candy is in here. Like, just Arvin for Rare Candy, I think, and just attack the Zekrom and put 30 here. Let it tick up some damage counters. I think that's how we let this roll out. As we just tick up some damage counters until we can do a punch. Yeah, I think that's what we do. I think that might be how we do it. That might just be how we do it. Because I feel like we're going to see this a lot tomorrow. I don't know about a lot. I feel like at least one or two people is going to show up playing it. Especially because here's the thing. Unlike... Oh, I've grabbed one energy too many. I forgot I'd already attached here. That's awkward. That's real awkward. Yeah, that's awkward. That's fine. It's fine, it's just awkward. What I'll say, unlike previous sets, people have had more time to actually play in a Ascended Heroes format, via, you know, online. So I do imagine people will be a little prepared and will show up, because Zoroark does get pretty good. They're also setting up to put energy here. Energy here, how much do they hit with Night Joker if they get the Zekrom back out? I think it's like 290. And if they attach energy here, they can... Okay, so they can kill my Grimmsnarl, so I can actually cry. I can cry pretty hard. Oh, no, I think they got it. Oh, I think our Grimmsnarl's dead. Yikes. Yeah, our Grimmsnarl's super dead. Our Grimmsnarl is super dead. What is it? It's 40 more damage? That's 290? Yeah. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Well... I suppose that's how the cookie crumbles. Bright side is they can't use this next turn? No, they can, because they can just patch up something and retreat and unlock that. Never mind, so they can still use it next turn. I think we do just, we just go for a, because we don't have anything prepped here. Those are only rare candy. We just go for a, an Iono, and a Badoo. I think just has to be our play here. We've already taken a prize, so we might as well just decrease their cards available to them. Okay, I can at least grab an attachment here. Almost attached that to the Impotent. I'd be so unfortunate if I did. I also almost just promoted the Snow Runt. Because I was like, oh, I need to attach the... Alright, that's fine. Also, what is the... Does it say they can't attack next turn, or they can't use this attack next turn? Actually, I want to look at that. Again, they can get around it because they can just hedge retreat, but I just want to see this Pokemon can't use attack. I was like, I needed to read what the actual card says. But with the item lock, they are forced into having to waste an energy to retreat versus just being able to attach energy and find another energy to the discard and ends PP up and just pull that one up to attack. They're forced to have to pull into Monkey or something else to retreat, or get an air balloon. It's just forcing them to have more pieces, or an Ins Council, I guess is. It's forcing them to have more pieces, and they had the pieces. So good for them. Good for them. Give them the Impotent. Thinking about giving Monkey Last with. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, all right, bud, you got it. There's no recovery from that. They had the nuts. They just had it all. Man, that feels like such a tough match. I feel like I was too aggressive with that one. Which also we whiffed our Team Evo. If we had our Team Evo, we would have had a second. We would have. I think that's what's important about that match. That's what we need to really consider going into that, because we have to have the backup Grimmsnarl ready. Because after the first Grimmsnarl goes down, we're just completely screwed if we don't have anything ready in the back. Yeah. Because if they hit it all, we hit nothing. We hit nothing. At a challenge I went to, this was obviously pre-Ascend the Hero since that just went legal today, that I went to Sunday? No, it was on Pokemon Day. A monkey lass, I think got first or second. They did really well. I was there round 1. I did not do really well against them. Where are my Percy pads? I don't know where Percy is. If Percy wanders in here. Let's start with a monkey. We have energy in hand. Goldango. I haven't seen Goldango in a minute. In a minute, I have not seen the Goldango. We need to be aggressive with them. If it's just an attached pass, if they don't get any other Pokemon down here, I'll be feeling real nice going into this next turn. Wow, okay, great. I can't donk them, but this is fantastic for me. Now we could go for an item lock. Because they clearly already have a bad hand, but I think Team Evo's is just stronger here. It's available to us. And it's available to us. We have a Morgrim in deck. We have a Frostlass in deck. 2 Frostlass. Okay, I was making sure both are there. I think we'll grab box in hand for next turn. What are we discarding off the box, though? Pokepad, Ultra Ball, and whatever we top deck? Yeah, because that'll give us a stadium and also a supporter. Yeah. So we will not use a Pokepad this turn because I need the discards. And we only have one more from the other one is prized anyways. So this is going to have to be a rare candy at some point, or just a pull off prize Evo. We will have 20 damage to work with to move if they don't get a knockout here, but if they get a 70 punch, 80 to be 90, we'll have 60 damage to work with potentially if we get another monkey out. We just need to not let them take the first 2 prizes. Although they do have 2 energy in hand, so they could just knock out our Monkey Dory here. Which is not great for us, because we needed the monkey for the additional damage, but it is what it is. See the new Patrat that completely counters monkey? I did. Oh, that's what I meant to start the stream with. And maybe after this game we'll go through and look at the new set. I meant to look at that and completely forgot. Put another monkey down. I was like, so I was gonna use that Pokepad for a monkey anyways, so might as well just get it from there. Alexa, stop speaking to me. Always and forever. Man, if I did this, I should have actually sent them up and just popped that way. That actually would have made more sense. Although I did grab Air Balloon. So I guess I could go that route. That was bad sequencing on my part. I should have promoted. Well, they Ampadimp. Yeah. Since the other one's prized. Oh, God. Although I guess there is a world where off the Lily I could actually hit the other Grimmsnarl, and I do. Wow, that's fun. Wow, that's fun. We'll save the other bench because we'll potentially have damage to deal with off Grimmsnarl if they don't get the knockout. If they don't get the knockout. Which they could. They could get the knockout. They've been pretty bricked here at the start. If they don't get another Pokemon down, we just win. Okay, they get a Soul Rock, I imagine, here. Otherwise, why bench the Lunatone? Now, there is also a world if they aren't able to knock out our Grimmsnarl, where we can bench the other monkey, attach another energy, and just move. If they attack Grimmsnarl, like, let's say they attack for 100, we could just move damage and just kill Goldango. It'd be kind of dumb of them, though, to attack knowing I play monkeys and not being able to get the knockout. Although, actually, I could also, if we got Counter Catcher or Boss, we could Counter Catcher up something, move 30 damage using both monkeys, and then punch and just put the 30 damage. Or just move 20, actually, because they'll take a tick of damage and a tick back. So you actually, potentially, we can go for that. I don't know. We'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. They got 9 cards in hand. The likelihood that they could have knockout is high, but I feel like they'd just be going for it if they did. There's already 5 energy spoken for, so they have 6 energy left. Potentially grabbing a energy recovery here. A superior energy retrieval off the Arven is indeed what they go for. So that gets them 200 damage. Do they have the other 2 energy? Because they don't have to knock me out. They just have to do 300 damage. They just have to do 300 damage and I take a tick damage and die. Was here 500 IQ play whenever the situation's going on. Like, I'm doing like 5 IQ play, you know? Doing like a 5 IQ. Wait, how did the boss get in the discard? He discarded a boss off Superior. That's wild. They do get the 300, so they get to the knockout. That's fine. Sucks, but it's fine. We can still work with it. They go down to 3 prizes. We will finish our turn also at 3 prizes. Hopefully, potentially, if we can get the Counter Catcher. If we can get the Counter Catcher. How much more energies in here? 2 energies in here. Okay, so let's recover an energy and recover an Impidimp, I think. We'll attach that there. Then we pop this, we'll put 2 energy onto this Impidimp. It's trying to increase the likelihood of us getting a Counter Catcher. No Counter Catcher afforded to us. That's fine. Man, that would have been great. Yeah, so the likelihood of us winning this one is it goes down exponentially. I can punch 30 here. We have to just start thinking towards the future. We've already rare candied. Man, we're pretty screwed here. The 20 there. An Iono next turn could potentially save us, or also a Devo at some point could also potentially help us. Just gonna punch 30. Man, that sucks. Sucks, but it is what it is. Just hoping for the other Mordrum there. We are going to be significantly behind. We just need them to whiff this turn. If they whiff this turn, we're in an okay spot. If they whiff this turn, we're in an okay spot. Also, if we would have had the second Frost Lass, I guess there's also a world where we could have. They would have been at 210. We could have pushed 230. Now, if they would have been at 1 damage count or higher, there's a world where we could have Badooed them. And they would have still died and been under item lock. They would have needed 1 damage more. And we also would have needed a Frost Lass. Multiple things we didn't have access to. But had we had access to them. I also realized I could have played out the Artisan last turn to potentially give myself some additionals, but I did not want to give them another way to get another Gimme Eagle down. Oh, interesting. They're just going for the kill with Soul Rock. Okay. Okay. I don't think I have a way to work this to my advantage, though. So I don't think there's a Devo play here. Because if I push 20 here, this dies during Devo. You're 70, you're 70. I need 246. I don't have enough damage on my end to push to make that work. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, there's not enough damage on my end to push for that to work. I think definitely we hit him with an Iono. Actually see what's in the deck. Countercatcher is in there. Countercatcher and Night Stretcher. Both of those would be beneficial to me, because I would love to get another monkey set up. Although if we got another monkey set up, I send 2 here, and then you just send 40 here. No, that's not enough. I don't have enough damage to make that happen. Okay. So Devo plays out. We'll Iono them down to 2. And hopefully get a Countercatcher. Or not. Or not get a Countercatcher. I guess that's also works. I guess that also works. We go for 2 prizes here. I think we go for 2 prizes here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Punch the 3, yeah. We definitely just go for a 3 prize. That's currently at 80 with the punch. 100, so it just needs 2 damage counters. Or it just needs 1 damage counter, but... Okay. Take 2 prizes, they get a draw. We get on to 2 prizes left. And again, it's just, can they get the knockout? I mean, it is Goldango. Goldango tends to recover. But they are recovering off of getting to see 4 cards. So... And they need 7 cards for game. They need 7 energy for game, rather. Because they need energy attached. And then they need the 6 for knockout. 9 is in the discard, so they just need 2 superior energy retrievals. 1's in the discard, so, I mean, they, again, probably have it. It's Goldango. Nest Ball for Fez. See 3 more cards. For Genesect. choice. Oh, it's a secret box build. Okay. I guess they were just trying to get... Okay, they were just trying to thin. Okay. I wasn't anticipating this being a secret box build, so they just grab Arven and Superior, and they have game. Assuming both Superiors are in deck, then yeah, they have game. Burner, burner. Yeah, that's 8 energy. Yeah. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. We just... If we could have had the other Frostlass up a turn before, we could have done a Devo. Could have done a Devo wipe there, which would have been real nice. Would have been real nice to Devo wipe them off the board. Man, we just have not had a... we've only had 2 games. We just haven't had a decent run yet. This is my concern, though, with playing this deck. Like I said, I've never played this deck in person. I do have big concerns about playing. I feel like I'm gonna not keep up with the dice correctly. Not that I'm not gonna remember to do it. I'm gonna remember to do it, but I feel like I'm gonna not do it well. I don't know. But if I just had the haunches, I'd probably just go that. Just do something that people might not be expecting. Or if I had one more Pokepad, Dragapult would probably be the just better answer. This is terrible for them. Looking at Frostless decks, I'm never good at remembering if I'm pinging myself or not. I am fairly decent at remembering to hit the ping. But I just always feel like I'm not going to do well in person keeping up with the damage of being like, oh shoot, this is going to die if I don't move this. I don't know. Just one of those things of just never playing a deck in person that I feel like I'm going to screw up. Oh, it's Mirror. Okay. Mirror, but they had a terrible open. Unfortunate for them. Burn, 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 burn. Corkscrew punch. Can you imagine if I went for a corkscrew punch? No one would ever see it coming. I don't know. I just want to do well. You know, I just want to do well at Cup. Not to say I haven't done well at Cups before. I have. The last Cup I went to, I did really poorly at. But the Cup before that, I got 4th at. 4th or 3rd. I think I got 4th, though. I've had a couple second place finishes. I've never won a Cup. I want to win a Cup. Ooh, they got the rare candy. Do they have a way to get the Blood Moon out of active? Never let them know your next move. Or still give you victory music in Mario Kart. So that was so loud. I'm so sorry. Hopefully the mic didn't pick that up. I set down my phone and it fell off. Like me. Could retreat Grimsnarl boss. Get the first punch on their guy. Because they didn't get a monkey with energy set up on it. I kind of don't hate that. I hate that I'm not setting up a... guy, but... Also, did I even have rare candy in deck, or is it prize? No, I do have rare candy in there. We can still set up a rare candy at some point. And we could also take out their monkey, but I'd just rather start pumping damage onto this. And also just put damage onto their monkey to make it a threat of getting knocked out if they start trying to heal Grim or the Blood Moon. I've only won a single challenge because it was 4 people. Hey, that's a win is a win is a win. I've never... Have I won a challenge? I don't think I've won a challenge. I've won challenge adjacent stuff. Like I won the Pokemon Worlds event thing. I have no idea what that card is. I have to look at it as soon as I start up this attack. I won the Pokemon Worlds thing for like the Pikachu winner, which was a 32-person event. Where people were definitely taking it serious. So I kind of count that as a win. I still have the card behind me on the shelf. Yeah, I don't think I've won a challenge. I think the best challenge finish I got has also been second. I say challenges are harder to win than cups, though, because cups you can still lose to get to top cut and win your way through. Shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 4 cards. If your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards, draw 8 instead. Why would you play this card? Why would you play Lacey? Seems like such a not great card. Second is still very impressive. And it is. And I'm not trying to discount my accomplishments, because I do still think it is very impressive, and I do appreciate you saying that. I just want one. I want a big win. Okay. Okay. Do we have Secret Box here? I think we do. Secret Box and Team Evo, so I can discard it. I don't think I want Devo. I might use Devo later. Yeah, Lily is just so much better. I genuinely don't know what they're on about. I genuinely do not know what they're doing. Artisan. Do I want to give them Artisan though? Not really, right? I feel like I don't want to give them Artisan, at least not this turn. Not when I don't have to play it. Not when I have other ways to get a monkey. Although, should I actually prioritize getting this out of range? Because if I punch this and I push 30 here, I can push 30, 30. I can kill the monkey and just wipe that damage off. They would need to set up and they could push 30 here and I feel like I actually should prioritize. Okay, I think I actually do have to give them Artisan. I think I have to prioritize keeping a backup attacker, since this guy will most likely go down next turn. I think that is important. A 180 punch here. I think we just clear the damage here. I think that all just makes sense. This ticks up to 100. We just have to take it out, just because I don't want them to have something. I gotta remember the goal you set was to go to a cup challenge and place top 5. No, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. So that's my new goal is to now win a cup. I would preferably like to win a cup before NAIC. Just to feel better. My goal for Orlando this year, for the Orlando Regional, is to day 2. Which I feel like I can day 2 if I have a if I feel confident in the deck. And I still don't know what I haven't locked in anything for Orlando yet. That's still a month off. We're just starting Ascended Heroes format. I still feel decent about Charizard, but I haven't played Charizard too much in Ascended Heroes actual, because so many people were still playing decks because there were still events going on. So I don't know how much it's going to do well. Dragapult's just also going to be decent, so Dragapult's always just a good decision. I don't think there's a world where I take Honchkrow to Honchkrow. I think is something that I'll mainly take to like cups and challenges and stuff for the fun. I don't know that I'd want to take it to a large event like that, in at least pre-rotation. Post-rotation, I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, let's also take a look at Poke Beach, because we got a lot of announcements last night. I say a lot. We got basically the next set. Confirmed for us, and I forgot to look at this at the start of stream. They gave it the full Ninja Spinner, all 83 cards for the main set. So this is releasing in Japan next week. Oh, I hadn't seen the illustration version yet. Those are cool. That's fun. Tauros and an Ampharos. And this is the Chaos Rising set for us that comes out May 22nd. So, with that in mind, does that mean this set is legal for NAIC? I think it is, right? Because if this comes out May 22nd, 2 weeks later, is indeed NAIC. So, this will be our set legal for that. Of the big stuff, we've kind of looked at a lot of these cards already that were introduced, so we're not gonna go through the whole translations here of everything. We're just gonna stop at a few key ones that I think are interesting to look at, because I did look at this already, because it was sent to me this morning. A lot of these we also have already looked at. I don't think we'd seen Mega Prior before. For Fire and Colorless, 80 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon's attack do 50 less damage. Or 290 damage, this attack does 10 less damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. That's interesting. It's okay. 340 HP. Potential. There's potential for it. I don't see it being super great, but it's there. The Greninja, this is gonna get played so much. The Ampharos. I hadn't seen the Ampharos. Synchronized Pulse is the ability. If you and your opponent have the same number of cards in hand, this Pokemon's attack do 80 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. And then for a 2 energy, does 140 damage into your opponent's next turn. This Pokemon can't use Flash Bolt. So there's 80 more damage, which is 220. Honestly, not terrible. You'd have to pair it with like a Judge or something. Interesting. We already looked at the Deoxys, the Mega Floette. We already looked at a new Sudowoodo. Oh yeah, this is a new one. It's for a colorless search your deck for up to 2 Book of Transformations, which is a new item. So we'll look at that. Zubat, the Crobat, all that got released the other day. Prank Drop during your opponent's turn. If this card is discarded from your deck by an effect of your opponent's attacks, your opponent discards the top 8 of their card. Wait. During your opponent's turn, if this card is discarded from your deck by an effect of your opponent's attacks, abilities, items, or supporter cards. What would your... What... Unless you're going up against a mill deck, that's... interesting. Once during your next turn, when this Pokemon moves from bench deck spot, you may... Okay, yeah, we already looked at Cobalion. It's just Iron Leaves. But for Metal and not as good. Goodra, when your opponent's next Pokemon retreats, flip a coin. If tails, that Pokemon does not retreat, and your opponent does not discard any energy for retreating. That's kind of funny. It's like, actually. Alright, this is the big one that I feel like I've been seeing is going to be played in like every deck, which is Patrat. 70 HP. Ability Watchful Eyes. If this Pokemon is in play, you and your opponent can't move damage counters to another Pokemon. So that means Monkey Dory cannot be moved around. But this is a colorless Pokemon, so it does get shut off by Team Rocket's Watchtower. But that's kind of wild that kind of just counters Monkey Dory. Although, I mean, it's not crazy, because Monkey Dory has been such a prolific card, just put into any deck that can support, you know, either using a dark energy or a luminous energy. So it's not crazy that they want to, you know, print something that kind of counters it, but that is wild. Mineshino and Cinccino EX. Ability Smooth Cut. If any damage is done to this Pokemon by attacks, flip a coin. If heads, prevent that damage. That's wild. So there's a 50-50 that if you attack me, you're actually not going to do any damage to me. Their attack's a little bit weaker, but honestly, you can set it up pretty fast. Colorless Energized Slap, 40 times damage to attack, does 40 damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. So 1 energy is 40, 2 energy is 80, 4 is 160, 5 energy. You need 6 energy to do 240 damage, which is around 210 is impactful damage. That's typically where your EXs that you're attacking are going to be at. But on a 50-50 shot that you just don't get knocked out, that's kind of wild. There's potential play in that with energy swaps. This is also a colorless Pokemon, so doesn't Trumpet. I actually can't remember what Trumpet does. If it accelerates only to benched colorless Pokemon attached, but I couldn't remember if it was only to like basic. So yeah, I mean Trumpet to like put a ton of energy onto it, Crispin to get 2 energy onto it. I don't know. This is potential. And then our new Iono special red card. You can only play this card if your opponent has 3 or less prize cards remaining. Your opponent shuffles their hands and puts it to the bottom of the deck. Then your opponent draws 3 cards. Kind of fun. I don't hate that we have hand disruption coming back. It's going to be a potential strong hand disruption. The fact that it does have the requirement of 3 or less prize cards, I don't know. We'll see how much play it ends up getting. I imagine at least a couple will be added to most decks because it is good hand disruption in the back game. But I don't know how much people are going to be able to support adding in, because at least the benefit of like playing Iono now is Iono also helps get yourself out of a jam, and it gets yourself a new hand. So I don't know, but we'll see. Big catch net, we've already looked at that. Okay, and then the Book of Transformation, which the Pseudo-Wudo searches out. You must play 2 Book of Transformation cards at once. This effect works 1 time for 2 cards. Choose a basic Pokemon in your discard pile and switch it with one of your basic Pokemon in play. Any attached cards, damage counters, special conditions, turns in play, and any other effects remain on the Pokemon. So it does have to be a basic Pokemon from your discard pile, but there's so many ways I could see this getting play in tandem in like Terra Box decks, even with it's like, you know, like there's so many places this could see play. The fact that you have to play 2 at once is going to be interesting. I'm excited to see what people cook up with it. We've already read those 2. Roxy's Performance. During your opponent's next turn, their poison Pokemon can't retreat. This includes newly poisoned Pokemon. Emma, your opponent reveals their hand. Draw cards equal to the number of Pokemon in their hand. I've already seen those 2 before. Have we seen this Fire Energy before? As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides Fire Energy. If an attack used by the Fire Pokemon this card is attached to would discard this card, put it into your hand after applying effects. And I didn't think I saw anyone up there that had an attack that discarded, but maybe we just scrolled past it. Alright, cool. So those are all the new cards that are coming in our NAIC set. That's pretty cool. And then their upcoming schedule is Abyssai featuring Mega Darkrai is for May 22nd, so we'll get that one in like July. July 31st, Storm, Emeralda, so get that sometime afterwards. And they still haven't announced anything about Celebration. I imagine we probably won't get a Celebration announcement until closer to like Worlds. But yeah, very interesting stuff. I'm really excited for that set. I'm really excited. Oh yeah, pair it with Meganium somehow. There's so many good ways that can be played. I'm really excited for rotation. I'm excited for just coming up with new and interesting stuff. I feel like we've just been playing the same 4 decks have been at the top of the meta for so long. And even then, even in rotation, Dragapult still stays around, and Dragapult is also at the top of the meta. So it's not going to be too big of a shift, but a little bit of a shift. About to DNA Splice a shiny Flareon with a shiny Dugong and Pokerogue. Duron. I want to go back and play Pokemon Fusion at some point, because I don't think I ever finished it. I feel like that'd be a fun one to go back and replay through. Alright, gamers, we're choosing heads, and it's gonna be tails. By tails, I mean heads. We're out here gaming. With a not great opening hand. Again, at least the Iono is there to get us out of this pickle, but really hoping the celebration sets gives us more old school replay. Same. I've talked about this so many times before. I loved opening the 25th celebrations. It was so much fun. I really loved opening that set. I had so much fun with it. But also, at the time, you know, it was easy to find Pokemon cards for MSRP. Yeah, I'm hoping it's a similar set and, like, how much fun I have with it. Alright, we're gonna thin a card. See if Iono can get us somewhere. Went ahead for the attachment, hoping we at least get, like, Team Evo. No, but we do get a Badoo, so we could just run and Badoo them. Keep them from getting a rare candy. Let me also, before I put 2 of them down, do I even want to put 2 down here? No, I don't think I want to put any down, actually, because I think my Frostlasses are prized. So we don't want to put any down, actually, because the Frostlasses are prized. Well... well... That's definitely a concern. But I don't know if I even would want to in the mirror match anyways, because I don't know if I want to just give more damage to push around. If I gotta do Clefairy and Magneton. Ooh, that's speaking of... I'm sorry, let me talk when I'm not yawning. I'm gonna do Clefairy and Magneton to Mad Clifton. Fairy Still, because you eliminate Fairy Weakness. Oh, that's cool. Set was, because I did go to the store yesterday to try and find the snow runs that I needed. Could not find them, but I did find a Clefairy I needed. I should also have a Polar Archer. For my Clefairy page, it's Clefairy. I got the other Clefairy front, because Ascended Heroes, the one I'm currently popped up on you, I pulled that one. Bought this one yesterday because it has that. So I still need, from Ascended Heroes, I need Lily's Clefairy, like the one we already have, this one right here, but it just has Ascended Heroes on it. And then, of course, I need the SIR from this set. But I forgot I had an Archer. Full art. I forgot I had that. I don't know if you can even see that. Do they TM Evo? What losers out here TM Evoing? What absolute losers. Oh no, not that. Not that. Yeah, prizing one is rough, but both is just... That's another reason I'm like, maybe I don't play this so far. Maybe I play Dragon Bolt. I don't know. I'm such a back and forth person on what I actually want to do. Let's not have them be able to do that. Put down another monkey. I think I also bench Shaman here to get rid of their punch. Very also resists fighting, so only 2 weakness to ground and fire. That's pretty good. I need to figure out how to recruit Clefairy in Pokopia, because I want to hang out with Clefairy. And Poliwhirl. I know Poliwhirl's also in there. We're going to Atlanta. I can never figure out what I want to play, Bolt, Terrorbox, or Bolt. Yeah, I'm so bad at deciding. And it's one of those things of like, you know, it's like, well, just play what you enjoy playing and is good. And it's like, well, that's the thing. Of the multiple decks that I want to play, they're all good, and I enjoy playing them all. It's not a like, oh, what do I think is gonna win? It's more of a like, I don't know what I'll play because I enjoy them all equally. And some do play better than others. You know? Sorry, bud, that's why I benched the Shaman. Or did you forget I benched the Shaman? Shaman protects all non-rulebox Pokemon. Also, just had a quick heart attack there where I was like, oh no, I don't have any energy attached. And I was like, yeah, obviously I don't have any energy attached. It comes from when I evolve. Might as well get a third monkey, am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Wiz, if you're interested, still have all my code cards saved, since they're playing much more, like close to 75 to 100 if you want them. I'll pass. I appreciate. I also have a decent stack of them. I am so lazy about scanning them in. I need to be better about it. But I appreciate you, though. Alright, so they're going to move 60 to just to active. 60 to the bench doesn't matter. They also get a third one. Arr. How dare they also go for the third monkey. Scorpion, how you doing? Welcome on in. I thought they were going to grab... Oh, no, they already evolved both their Morgans. Never mind. I was like, oh, I thought they were going to get a Morgan set up. Spike Month kind of helps me. Because I can now grab my I think my other Morgrim's in the deck. I hope my other Morgrim's in the deck. I hope the other Morgrim's in the deck. Chat also over. Oh, the Iono. I was really hoping not for an Iono. I really needed to keep that energy. Because I think that's all my energy in deck. Okay, we at least got Arvin, so we're fine. We can grab Light Stretcher. Over in RuneScape, over the last couple days, I've been leveling up my ranged at the Gym Crab. So my ranged is now level 75. So now I'm working on getting my attack, strength, and defense up to 75 as well. While I've been playing Pokopia. Those Sony decks, since the last time I watched one of your streams, I kept myself busy. Went to a few league tournaments. Nice. How'd that go? You go into a Perfect Order release tournament too. I am so excited to go to Perfect Order. I just love pre-releases. Pre-releases are so much fun. I'm very excited to go to the pre-release for it. I don't know when they are there. I need to look up when it's actually happening. Yeah, that was indeed my only energy. Alright, so I can move the 60 here, or I could move 90 here. It just needs to be an impactful move wherever I put it. 90 here doesn't do a lot, but if I pull this up, I could kill this and take the 2 prizes, which is super impactful. But I think it's more important for me to get the energy other than bossing. I think the energy is more important here. Because I could also move 90 here to this and kill this. But I feel like I need to save here, so I feel like we clear 60 and clear 30. 180. Just put it out of range. That's the thing, does getting this out of range benefit me at all? I don't think it does. I think that no matter what, they get the kill here, so I think protecting my backup attacker is better. We also get a 30 punch. So 30 punch kills this. I think we start stacking up damage onto another monkey. Yeah. Right. I like our positions. Tournaments went okay, mostly losing to bad matchups like Guard Form Goldango, destroying Charizard, Inzork, Joltik box players. Nice, love that.
Gotta get set up for my Junior Challenge WebKit tournament. Have a good night, Yohan. I'm definitely excited to hear next time how that goes. Good luck. Always shuffle better. Whenever you think you're done shuffling, give it one more. Maybe two more. Worked on your Dragon Ball Dust Door deck a bit too. I love Dragon Ball. It's just so good. I think that after this game, we're going to pivot over and play Dragon Ball for at least a couple games and see. I don't know. There's just sometimes where I feel like one deck just feels better than another. It's weird. We're going to see how that feels tonight. Although the other day when I was playing this, if Grimsnarl feels so good. Not to say it feels bad right now, but we've just been having some bad grabs. All right, so they knock us out here. They only have 2 monkeys to work with. Oh, they're just removing damage. Okay, that's actually pretty smart. That's actually really smart. They're removing damage, so I will have no damage to work with. That's really smart. Because now my monkeys are just sitting here looking stupid. Okay. So 180 here is not knockout, so we have to boss this one for it to be knockout, which I'm fine with that. And then we'll put 30, I don't know, onto the imp. I think that's fine. Start going for some chip damage and see if it helps us in any way. So I need a 3-prize turn. They can get knockout here, but they can easily knock out with a boss or something. Our monkey or our shaman. I just need a little bit of damage to work with, which if they attack here, we'll have the damage that we can push over here. I mean, honestly, if they attack active, we just have a 3-prize game. If they give me 90 damage worth to deal with, we just have a 3-prize game. Or a 3-prize turn and we have game. So they either just have to pass and not attack, or they have to boss and kill something else. Okay, hold up. Or they get energy here, and they can clear 90 damage. They can actually kill Shaman here. Which I think might honestly be kind of good for them at this point. Well, maybe they actually don't, because maybe they'll just stack it all up here on the... No, because even with the 90 plus the 180, it doesn't kill. I don't know. Actually, with all that in mind, we don't have a 3-prize game, a 3-prize turn. I was doing I wasn't taking into account them moving damage off their side of the field. Is there a way for us to do 3 prizes with the Frostlass? Does the extra 10 tick help us at all? We also still have Devo in deck. We just need to get 100 damage onto their active. And 70 onto their bench. To just wipe off both the Morgrims. Then they could just attack us with a Blood Moon. Is this the same person who opened the game with Blood Moon? This game has been so long, I actually can't remember. Or was that the last game? No, that was the last game. This game has just gone pretty long. Their deck you're gonna miss when a rotation hits? No, not really. I'm excited for it. We've been in this format for a while.
I am not as attached to... oh, they're going for the Team Devo. Okay. Well, no, because I don't think they're able to get 100 here. Never mind, we're good. I'm not as attached to decks that I was before the last rotation. Before the last rotation, I was really attached to Miraidon. And that's just gone. Bud, this doesn't kill me. I have 100 HP. What are you doing? Do they realize this doesn't kill me? They realize this does nothing? Okay.
Surely they thought it did something, and they did their math and realized it did nothing. Surely they thought they were doing something, though. Alright, is there a world where we get something? I could boss, maybe, but I can't boss. I'd have to use all 3 of my monkeys to be able for Devo to kill this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I grab Secret Box if we want to get... Or we could, I mean, we could just Arven for Pokepad. Arven for Pokepad. Pop this, extra 10 damage tick. I'm trying to think if that matters. There's not enough damage anywhere for that to matter. So you can move 90 damage here. Let me do quick math on 90 plus 30 plus 180 is 300. So that would get them up to 300, and then this would take them to 310. It wouldn't kill them. Okay. Okay. Burn, 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 burn. So let's... We need to at least take one prize here. That's the thing. We need to at least take one prize. Did we start Runt? No. Runt was put down last turn to try and potentially fix some math for me. And also, I just have nothing else to bench. I have nothing else worth bench. But all of my Frostlasses were prized until a turn ago. But in the mirror, I don't think it's ever worth putting them down early game anyways. And I don't know, and now that we're not doing that, I don't think it's worth going for this Pokepad play. I'm more so just trying to thin out stuff to try and get myself more access to boss. Really, with at least how everything is set up, with one monkey down, I'm hoping they just aren't able to push enough with the Shaman that I at least feel like there is a world where we can make something happen here. Already lost Ultra Ball, so it's trying to thin the deck enough. We actually probably should have Pokepadded there to grab the Frostlass, just to thin another card out, because we need Bear is what we need. We need Blood Moon. I didn't even really care about that. Because at this point, our win con is more or less... Well, they'll probably retreat, actually. Yeah, instead we should have put Secret Box in hand. Secret Box in hand would have been a stronger card. Yeah, it's fine. My math was off by 10, because there was potential for using the Frostlass to take 2 prizes there to put us to 1, where that way boss was game, but yeah. So both their other monkeys are in the discard. They've used up 2 night stretchers. I don't know, I think the likelihood of them getting another monkey setup's pretty low. Is possible. Is possible. And now they're removing all damage from me, which is fine, because my win con here is not one with monkeys. My win con is... Oh, they misplayed here. They should have retreated this, because I was going to say I need Boss and Blood Moon. Now I just need Blood Moon. Yeah, that was... I don't know why they didn't retreat. As Devo is also not. I might just play these cards down. Because Blood Moon's in there. Because I have no way to search out Blood Moon, right? Counter Catcher doesn't get us anything. We could obviously Devo this, but that takes 1 prize. Just thinning another card out. Hey, there it is. I was like, as long as we just grab Blood Moon, we're fine. Just needed less cards on the draw. All we needed. Sam, how are you doing? Welcome on in. How are the games going? Games are going well. We've had a couple rough starts. But yeah. Had some decent games. This one was just really long because, I mean, it's a mirror match, so people are both going specific setups there. You want to play a quick game? Well, so if I played Pult tomorrow, the thing is I only have 3 Pokepads. So this would have to be the Pult list I played. Which Shaman is in it right now because there's a lot of Terror Box. I don't know if Terror Box is as much as a concern right now. This is the thing, I don't know a lot going into Ascended format, what we need to worry about. I don't know if the Shaman is important right now in Dragapult. I don't know what I would add in it instead. Pokepad would be preferred, but I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what I want to play tomorrow. Just don't know what I want to play. I only have 3 Pokepads personally in my possession. Does the Shaman matter? I mean, I guess Charizard is still apparent, right? And people are still playing. I don't know. We'll play this again. I'm doing really well. I have thoroughly enjoyed my last 30 hours of playing Pokopia. It has been so much fun. It is such a great game. It has been so good. It has been so good. I'm really going to miss Miraidon EX. It's been such a workhorse for many years. Found its place in the format at least. Yeah, honestly, Miraidon EX has bumped into it too. But yeah, when Miraidon like had its big before last rotation with like Raikou and Raichu and all of them. Ooh, Terror Box. Oh, cool. Actually, I haven't seen Terror Box. Or not Terror Box, Joltik Box. I assume Joltik Box. Because Grass Energy and the Light Ball. Not Terror Box, Joltik Box. I haven't seen Joltik Box. We saw the other day Joltik Bolt. But I'm interested to see how this goes. Speaking of Miraidon, here they are. Yeah, when Miraidon EX, or when the Miraidon deck rotated with like Lumineon V and all the V-Star stuff, for Sealstone, that was a format that I really missed because it was also the first format I ever played in. So I really, really enjoyed playing in that format. Lugia V-Star, like losing those decks kind of hurt, but the decks we're about to lose in this rotation, I don't really have as close as like, oh man, I really don't want to lose these decks type feeling as I had previously, if that makes any sense. I kind of want to get energy. I think I shall. I think I shall. We'll hold the jamming tower. So I don't think it, because they have laddies down, so it's not stopping any movement here. But jamming tower could come into play later with them using bravery charms, and I might want to use it later. Did they not use Miraidon last turn, by the way? They did. They only Tandem Unit out Joltik. Interesting. Maybe because they hadn't decided what they wanted to do yet. That's the only thing I can think of. It's good to hear Pokopia is good. Oh, it's so good. I have been having so much fun with it. So much fun with it. It's been so good. Such a fantastic game. It is a 10 out of 10. It's so good. Maybe if we cut the shame and maybe we add like a single copy of Rare Candy. For like times like these. Well, I mean, playing from because they are going to get the amp on the Badoo, and that's fine. They get the amp on the Badoo, but we get double Dracloak. We Pokepad another one, then it also unlocks Counter Catcher to us. I don't know. We'll see we top deck as well. We get to see a lot of cards this turn due to the Dracloak of it all. Another Hilda. I'd not like to Hilda here. I would much rather get like a Lily or so, or like even a boss. Do I really want a boss here? Not really. I don't really want a boss here, actually. We could grab a Duskull, but they'll already be ahead by 2 prizes. Just another Dreepy is fine here. We also will unlock Counter Catcher. Both of these, we hold it for the other energy. Counter Catcher. You know what? Let's grab a Duskull. Let's go with a Duskull. Let's go with a Duskull. It's good to hear Pokopia is good. Yeah, I've really been enjoying it. I'm really excited for after stream to go play more of it. I was saying earlier at the beginning of stream, I plan to show it off in probably like a week or two during a stream. We aren't going to do like a Pokopia stream, but in a week or two, I'll like show off like my island and stuff. I gotta get Ascended Heroes for the Pokepad soon since Death Spell's leaving rotation. Yeah, but also you said you're playing in a Perfect Order pre-release, right? Pokepads will be in the pre-release set. So I don't know how many are in there, but you'll get at least 1 or 2. Pokepad feels pretty good here. Pokepad actually for Dusk Noir, or even another Dreepy if we wanted to. A Lily feels pretty good. But I need energy. Energy is what I need more than anything else. Yeah, I need energy this turn. I need guaranteed energy. Oh, Dusk Noir is prized, right? Yeah. I don't think I want to pop this turn. Do I? Maybe I do actually. Take a prize here. Or pop. Actually, we Hawlucha, Counter Catcher this up, kill this. Yeah. That's much better, actually. Kill the Pikachu that can kill our Dragapult. Kill the Pikachu that can kill our Dragapult for sure. And then we save this for next turn. Yeah, I'm okay with that. What is the game even about? It looks like Pokemon Minecraft crossed with Animal Crossing. That's basically what the game is. To give a non-spoiler-esque, like, talk about what it is, you are playing in a region of Pokemon in which something has happened and all the humans and Pokemon are gone, and you are, like, rebuilding, bringing stuff back. So it is very Animal Crossing-y in that way of, like, introducing like Pokemon and finding all that. There are so many Pokemon in the game though, and I'm barely into it. There's just so much to do. It's fantastic. Or find a store that has Ascended Heroes bulk. That's also true. A lot of people are selling Ascended Heroes for like $7 or $8. So if you can get a decent deal on them, because especially with them coming out in perfect order, they're definitely not worth the $7 or $8. They take 2 prizes here. I mean, just... Well, I was going to say Blood Moon Boss is game for them onto Laddie. Yeah. Unfortunately. And it's not like we can stick anything inactive because they'll just lie to you. So I think our best bet is to just take out the hands. Well, because then it allows them to attack. But I mean, then their boss is their win con either way. Either with Blood Moon. But if we don't kill hands, boss is still their win con because it gets up one of these. So no matter what, we do have to kill hands. They put Crispin in hand. If they put Boss in hand, we definitely Iono. But I don't think we Iono them here, because we Iono them to 2. They'll get a Mew and a Fez. And I don't want to give them a Mew and a Fez. They can just have a Fez. They can just have a Fez. I'm just thinning stuff out for just hitting a Lily. Actually, I think I want to keep Boss in hand, actually. So we want Lily. I want to keep Boss in hand. Because there's nothing that... Because they either win next turn or I get to go again. If I get to go again, then I want to keep Boss for game. It doesn't matter where I put the damage. It doesn't matter where I put the damage. Again, they either win with Boss, or I get a chance to win next turn. But them just setting up the Blood Moon, I mean, they got prizes. They probably just have Boss, yeah. Yeah, I still think that was better than hitting the Iono, because if we hit the Iono, there's definitely a world where we could have fed them into more. We just didn't know what was going on in their hand. Did not know what was happening one way or the other. Mez out here with the Dragon Skimmy. Yo, you hanging out at the Gemstone Crab right now? Seeing little clips in here, some Pokemon that show up. Yeah, it's Pokopia has been great. I've been really enjoying it all. I'm really excited to show off my island once I build it up a little bit more. Quick popping. I'm pretty tired tonight. Have a good rest of your night. Hope the games go well. Thank you. Thanks for swinging by. Hope you have a great rest of your night as well. Honestly, still feel good with that game. It's just, what do I have? Oh, I'm sorry. What? I thought I looked at my phone and I thought it said I had 106 unread messages. Don't worry, I just have 16 unread messages. Stupid. So many why. My opponent has won the card flip. Or coin flip, not card flip. Don't love opening the Dust Skull, but, you know, am I going first or second? I'm going first. Well, you know what? At least we didn't start the Blood Moon. So, you know, I will, I'll take the wins where we can get them, you know? I'll take the wins where we can get them. I think I just want to put a third one down. Mewtwo deck good? Like Team Rocket's Mewtwo? No. No, it's pretty bad. Although it seems like it might have a little life post-rotation, but at least right now it's not good. Although if you really love playing like Team Rocket style cards, Team Rocket's Haunch Crow is pretty good right now and post-rotation. Not as great right now as it will be post-rotation, but Mewtwo will be pretty decent then, but right now it's not. Itchy Pollen. We could pop the Dusclops here, but since this is Zoroark, we probably want to save this to be a little bit more impactful down the road. Oh, man, we could Hilda. No, I need Lily. I need more. I need more than I currently got going on. I was like, and we're probably gonna get to it from something like this anyways. We cannot use items, unfortunately, because Pokepad would be great here. Sure. This Gemstone Crab never stood a chance. Okay, just another Itchy Pollen. That's nice. That's real nice. Man, if I could draw into... Dragapult and Hawlucha here. Could do something cool. Okay. Okay, I like going Counter Catcher if we weren't under item lock. I think we just continue to set up here. Actually, we can take out 2 of them here at least. Let's just do that. Let's at least take out 2 of them. Just take out the 2 that they have energy on. I think that's just going to be more beneficial. And we can take out the Batu as well. I haven't played the TCG in quite some time. Dragapult EX been around a while now. It's one of my favorites when we played, though, assuming it's going to be rotated. Actually, no! Dragapult actually survives this rotation. And it is, like, the top deck post-rotation. So if Dragapult's a deck you like, then it's going to be a good time to play. Because post-rotation, it is going to be... It's insane. Even right now with the Pokepads, it's so good right now. But yeah, Dragapult does survive this rotation. It'll be gone next year, though. Whenever you're back, I will give the answer again. They said they might have just missed the answer because of ads. Whenever they return, I will re-give the answer. You're back? Oh, no worries. No, Dragapult survives this rotation, and it is the top deck post-rotation. So right now, it's still kind of where it's been, but when rotation happens, which is April somethingth, it's after the Orlando regional, Dragapult becomes like the top deck on the market. Hawlucha, where were you last turn, bud? I needed you last turn.
Need you last turn, bud. What do I even want to try and set up here? I guess another Dusk isn't bad. We will just punch 200 here. I know they'll move some damage, but I think I'm fine with that mostly. And I kind of like this hand. So I think I'm just going to Hilda here just to get some more energy going. Actually, I realized that that Neo Upper is still in here, so we can just get rid of their Fez. We can just move the 10 damage and remove their Fez from the board. Which is pretty good. And I will not recon. Because I don't want to accidentally pull into Neo Upper. In case they decide to get rid of it. Full 60 there. I'll move 30, but that's fine. When I played it was like a Lost Box version. I was doing it at the time yet. Oh man, Lost Box. Lost Box was a deck I don't miss. I never learned how to play Lost Box, but I lost to Lost Box a lot. But that's a deck I don't miss because I just constantly did pour into it. Because I started I've played Pokemon TCG, like since I was a kid. Like I played with the cards. I never learned how to play the game. When I got a little older, I played back with the old version of the Pokemon Online. See, this is why I didn't want to dig for it, because I was like, if I get Iono'd, I have Hilda in hand. I want to keep the Hilda in hand if I can, but if I get Iono'd, I don't want to accidentally draw into my Neo Upper Energy or put it to the bottom of the deck. So I was like, it's probably just better just to not recon here. That was at least my thought anyways. But yeah, when I got older with the old version of the Pokemon Online thing that we played, I was playing mostly like theme decks. Never really built anything. Played a little bit of Expanded, just so I could play like my, what's it called? Pika ROM back during Tag Team. And then only last year did I really, really start to get into it. Ultra Ball is an out if we can get out of active. I actually should have pushed the Monkey. Monkey was actually the better push here. Yeah, Monkey was the better promote, because then I could have retreated. Which I would have needed energy for. Yeah, never mind. We're fine. We're fine. I would have needed energy for that. Well, no, because then I could have bossed, is what I'm saying. Well, I still would have needed energy, though. Still would have needed energy. Hum. Yeah, that Iono not losing the Hilda sucked. Hey, welcome back, Hilda. Welcome back, Hilda. I missed you. Alright, well, that's game. We can put this 50 on active or onto the bench. No matter what, we are able to take a knockout. I was like, Hilda is just game here. And then we found it. The pull just feels so good right now. Maybe I should just play this tomorrow. It just feels so good right now. Even when we lost, I still feel good about it. Oh, perfect. I missed the notification, but I am now level 68 strength. My goal is, before I go to bed tonight, have level 70 strength. which is a lofty goal. I don't know that that's a lot of XP actually. So it's 62k. You know what? My goal tonight is to get to level 69. We might get it. I'll be up late tonight. Am I an Iron Man or a main? A main. I am not. I've actually only recently really got really big into. I played RuneScape a lot when I was a kid. Only about like a month and a half ago did I really start getting back into it again. This is the first time I've had like membership or anything like that. I've been doing a lot of AFKing recently at like the Gemstone Crab because I've been playing Pokopia. But yeah, I am not good enough to be an Iron Man. Maybe one day. Town of Salem 1 still a thing or has been shut down? Town of Salem 1 is still a thing. Town of Salem 2 though is also a thing. Town of Salem 1 is still a thing. I don't play any of it anymore because I didn't enjoy it anymore. Now this is Charizard. Charizard could be playing the Wellspring version, but they didn't get an owl down, so I feel confident that I don't have to bench the Shaman this turn. I feel confident that I don't have to play around it this turn. Probably should have benched it anyways. Yeah, probably should have still benched it anyways. Yeah, over the past couple of days, I've been leveling up my range to 75. So I just got ranged 75 earlier today. Just using blowpipe at Crab. But it's just what blowpipe is it? It's like the Campor blowpipe. So I need to get the toxic blowpipe at some point, but... So ranged is currently now my highest skill, and I don't intend to touch it for a long time now. I've mostly been doing a lot of, like, questing and stuff. Man, they've had a really slow setup. I finished Recipe for Disaster, like 3 or 4 days ago. And so now my next big milestone is Elves, I guess? Song of the Elves, I guess, is the next, like, big milestone of questing. There's obviously a ton of stuff in between that to get done. Grab Thax. I'll probably end up Hilding next turn. We'll grab that, potentially, which I know Hilda gets energy, but I don't know. Still a world where that might be worth it. I've done Desert Treasure 1. I've done Desert Treasure 1. It was, rough on me. I don't know why. Desert Treasure, what was it that I was having an issue with? There was one part of the quest that I just kept... After my turn, I'll pull back up the like, quest to remember. Because there was one part of Desert Treasure 1 that, like, I was hating my life while doing. If I could just get a counter catcher, we could have game here. Okay. I will take that. Desert Treasure 1. Oh, you're in the frozen area? That may have been it. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was the, defeating Damus. That part, I failed so many times. Because I kept just, how I eventually beat them was using, Entangle, and then just attacking with magic. And it took me so long.
And it took me so long because I kept, like, trying stuff and then having to, like, TP out, re-prep, and come back in. And at one point I died fighting them, and I was like, I can't get back in, I don't have the ring. And then I was like, no, I just have to go to death and just get the thing back. But that took me so long. But I think everything else, I think I did pretty quick. The ice stuff did take me... I didn't die during fighting Camel during the ice stuff. But I did have to run away once because I did not come in with enough food. Yeah. Having full graceful helps, though, because that, even though we were out of stamina... Oh, no, it wasn't food that I had to go get. I had to go get restore potions. Because my magic wasn't high enough with the specific attack. I was using the, Fire Blast, which was level 59. But my level at the time was 61. So I was getting leveled down very quickly. So I had to go buy some super potions. Super restore potions. What's my Pokemon player blunt rotation? 3 people. Not Hawlucha, that's for sure. I don't know. I don't know if I know any of this. Always, I don't know any of the big names enough. Because I would want to, like, be around. I would want to be people who have, like, decent, like, opinions. And I just don't know enough of the big names, or like people who have, like, opinions enough. That would be interesting to... That's my thing. I was like who would actually be interesting to hear from in a situation like that. What is your answer? See, I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who... I can't... What are you doing back here, Neo Upper Energy? We just got rid of you. We just got rid of you. As much as I would love to save that for a Loke, I just need to get this going. More, how you doing? Welcome on in. I'm assuming this is... I mean, this is either Grimmer or Absol, but it's Absol since we see the king has come down. I was like, it's more likely Absol, but I know that there are some versions of Grim that are playing the patch. But I don't think anything else is playing Patch Runt right now other than Absol and Grimstar. I'm trying to... I don't think anything else is playing Patch right now. Oh, actually, no. Freaking Zorak is playing Patch. We've played against it like 30 times tonight. What am I on about? I don't know what else could be playing it. We are going to go ahead and attach this, because... Why not? Just get it out of the hand. Okay. Okay, this is pretty good here. This is much better. Much better. Oh, Big Tran. You see, I don't know the 3 people you just named. I don't know any of them. No, Night Stretcher was my initial, but Ultra Ball I think is gonna be a little bit more impactful down the line. Kind of crazy, you don't know. Here's the thing, I'm terrible with names. I'm terrible with names. I'll type them into Google and see if I recognize them. The autocomplete was DQ, so that's kind of funny. This from 2 years ago. I guess they got DQ'd from Charlotte. I don't know why. That's funny that was the initial. Oh, did they just win Seattle? No. They're like pen tweet. Oh, is it someone they're related to just won Seattle? I don't know. So I was like, that's a different name. His brother won Seattle. Oh, that's super cool. Wow. That's rad. Yeah, no idea who this is. I'm sure I've seen them before, but
Man, would be nice to be able to Hawlucha that Psyduck. Sure would be cool to Hawlucha that Psyduck. We're just gonna get rid of the Psyduck here. We're just gonna say no Psyduck. Take our 2 prizes. They wasted their attachment for that. So I'm fine with that. Yeah, I when I said Hawlucha, I didn't even realize they'd put Mist on Duck. Like when I looked up and was like, oh well, Boston. I was like, oh, it was there. Could have kept the Badoo and could have put 50 here to put a 50 bump, but I know Dusknoir is in deck. Although at this point, like with Boston hand, I might not even chase the Kangas here unless they get an energy onto it where it's actually a threat. Because like right now, it's not a threat. If they actually set up their board, Turbo Energize and Night Stretcher for Psyduck, I assume. I wasn't anticipating, I was anticipating like a way for them to get, probably bring up. Yeah, I was anticipating them like doing something to get Absol. No, are their Absols prized? Also, this sucks because Dusclops is trapped unless we double attach. There's actually no way to get them out of active other than double attaching. That's crazy. Cool. Then next turn with the retreat. Okay. They grabbed Turbo Energize, but they didn't use it. So that's why I'm like, are their Absols prized? Or I guess they were also... Well, no, they were item locked early game. So I was like, maybe that's why they didn't use it earlier game. But, I mean, they had so much time that they could have used it then. Who's trying to talk to me? Mysterious old man, I don't have time for you. I don't want to perform in a mime show. Don't you see me slicing this crab? Okay, I know sucks, but we still have energy in deck. I'm not too concerned. We could have Lilied, or we could have used the energy. Now we have to use the Lily to hopefully find the energy to get out of this. Next turn they can move that. I guess maybe that's why they well no, they attached the Turbo Energize, so they were clearly hoping to get it, but they didn't get the Stadium Bump. They did not get the Stadium Bump though. I'm like, do we attach and start attacking with Dusknoir? Do 150? That's kind of fun. What if we don't? What if we don't retreat? Does I punch 200? Nah, we definitely just attack. What am I talking about out here? What am I talking about out here doing? Because if they bring it back up, we're kind of just screwed. If this 10 damage wasn't here, I'd feed all of this probably into Psyduck just to leave them less to deal with. Because I know just the 30 is going to come off of wherever. Just... Well, because even then they'd have that, so it wouldn't really matter, actually. Arven for another counter catcher, probably. But I mean, if that's the case, you're just playing a stall game at that point. Like, are you not actually going to attach anything? No? Okay, no counter catcher. Is the counter catcher gone? If they kill the Badoo, they're trying to get something off their prizes. There's no other reason for them to kill the Badoo right now. Because it's just easy for them to kill later unless they're just trying to find something off prizes. But if it's a Pokemon, their bench is full, so then they would have to penny to get bench space. And what would you penny there? I guess Fez. Fez is, I guess, the weakest thing on the board. We'll attach that. We'll just put all 60 there. Just make it where it's way too difficult here. Just put them in a very, like, this is just a check. I have energy here. I can retreat the Dusclops if you trap that again. I just need 1 energy to find. And no matter who you clear the 30 damage from, you can only pick one of them unless you also penny here. So you also need to penny to save yourself from me taking a 5 prize turn. And even if you then do that, you still have to clear the 30 damage off. Well, I feel like the Kangaskhan's got to go. So then you clear the 30 damage here, but this is still in range for me to kill. You've already taken your retreat, though, so if you put this up into active, Pecharunt is the only way this gets out of active. So what do you bench? I mean, I guess there's also a place Yveltal could come into play. No, okay, they just pass. So Boss would be real nice here. Thank you, Boss. Oh, wait, what am I doing? This is game. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's game. I forgot the Petch is under HP. I was sitting here like, oh, well, let me set up. I can take 2 prizes, maybe 3. I forgot I could just kill Petch. I looked at the board and I was like, wait, the Boss is just game. What am I doing? What am I doing? Maybe I play this tomorrow. This just feels so good. Still, I mean, the Shaman's just here. I feel like the Shaman is cuttable right now. I don't know how much we're expecting to see Terrabox. Yeah, not even just thinking online, just thinking in person. Thinking in my local, like my local meta. I don't know the last time I actually saw Terrabox. So I think maybe an impactful cut here is just, again, I think I would rather the 4th Pokepad, but I don't have access to a 4th Pokepad. I think just a single copy of Rare Candy. Because A, it could potentially, you know, get us moving into the game with a Dusclops or a Duskull to a Dusknoir, or potentially get us, if we need to go fast, you know, Dreepy, you know, Hilda and a Rare Candy could get us there. I don't know. I'm not sold on Rare Candy being necessary in the deck. I think I would much rather run a 4th Pokepad, but again, I do not have a 4th Pokepad. So we'll see. This is potentially the last game. Yeah, this is probably the last game. Unless this is like a turn, like a donk from one side. I'm gonna play some more Pokopia. I also need to put this together if I end up taking this. I don't know, I'll probably sleep on it. See what I'm feeling when I wake up tomorrow. Pretty decent going second. Attach for turn, Buddy Poffin for another Dreepy, and a Badoo. Bench the Duskull Lily. Maybe we find Lanius and we don't have to waste an attachment for, you know, retreat. I don't know. Potential here. Also depends on what our opponent's playing. Just Mew? That doesn't give us a lot. Could be Raging Bolt, could be Gardevoir. Raging Bolt, okay. So we have time to set up, so probably want to go for the item lock for show. Get them out of, especially if they don't get any ogre pawns here. I would love this just to pass, and it is. Okay, yeah, we definitely want them under item lock then. We definitely want them under item lock. So I actually probably will waste the retreat because I don't want to put a 2-prizer out for them to. I don't want to put a 2-prizer out for them to deal with. And we could have Ultra Balled forth there, but I just don't want them to have a. Yeah, I don't want them to be able to take the prize race. I also didn't look what was in the deck when I popped it. I should have done a quick glance to see what was all in there. Okay, so they get the sawed up. Do they kill? Duskull's probably the better kill here for them. Oh no, okay. I was assuming they were going to Thunderburst Storm. Interesting. It's very interesting, okay. Where Candy Hilda gets me there. I was really hoping that was Hilda. When it first came down, I was like, Hilda? Let's recon first, because Ultra Ball... Well, I already have Dragon Ball, never mind. So actually just Neo Upper gets us there. Neo Upper Rare Candy, of course. Well, I didn't actually see if Rare Candy's here. Is that Rare Candy is here. Neo Upper is here. So that is there is a world where that play could happen. Not gonna be this world though. Yeah, not gonna be this world though. Okay. Well, we're really living on a prayer there. One not super worth living on. It's fine. We still have so much comeback potential. That's the great thing about this deck, especially in this matchup. We have outs. We have the ability to take 4 prizes in a turn, whereas they can only take, 2 prizes in a turn. That's a lot of bench space given to not a lot of bench space given to not an ogre pawn.
Oh, they're just trying to thin? I was like, you still need electric energy, so you still need Sada. Both of these attacks require electric energy. You've already attached for turn. There's the Ogre Pawn. Crispy Crispin. Yeah. The Crispin. I wonder if the... I assume the Crispin wasn't in hand then. I assume the Crispin wasn't in hand then. And that's what they got off the restart. How much does this Thunderburst do? 120? Cool. Cool. Alright, we have Neo Upper here, so we can't attack, but I would rather attack into a two-prizer. So we can get Neo Upper. But I'd rather boss if we can. Hey, there's Neo Upper. We kill Mew and just take two prizes, or just pull this guy. I think we'll just pull the Ogre. Not pop a Clops either. Well, but here's the thing. We don't have any other energy prepared. This is a lot of energy on board for them. I think we actually have to kill this to get this energy off the board from them. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I was really hoping for Hawlucha there. Oh no, Hawlucha's in the discard. Okay, well. Maybe we'll get a nice treasure off the prize. We just got it. All that energy is just too good for them. We can't afford them to have that. I think we still pull up the Ogre, force them to have to retreat or to get Latias in play. I think that for sure is better. Yeah. One, two, three, four. I mean, Prime Catcher's also there for them, gets them out of active, but then they're taking out the Fez. Okay, Sada. Ooh, okay, they're getting a nice little restart for 3 and Fez for 3. Total is 6 cards. That's great for them. Probably hit the Sada, and then they get to see another 3 cards. Yeah, it's gonna be a great turn for them. If they somehow whiff the knockout here, that's on them. But the thing is, then we just lose at that point, you know. If they are able to knock out Dragapult here, we kind of just lose. Oh, a boss. Okay. Is this a Burst Roar for them? Are they about to Burst Roar? This is a Burst Roar. Wow. No room on their bench to be able to get the other Ogre down. Okay. Night Stretcher does a lot for us. I feel like I don't want to throw that away. If I can Night Stretcher... If I can get Night Stretcher and we can get Dusk Noir, we pop Dusk Noir here, take a prize, we boss's order, take this, and take this out. Because I don't think we have another 5-prize turn. I can boss this into a 4-prize turn, you know, but I don't have a 5-prize turn without Night Stretcher. Night Stretcher and boss. We get to see 4 cards here. Okay. I auto them down to 3, I guess. Yeah. Hilda doesn't get me anything. Lily sees more cards for me. Well, let's just Iono them down to 3, because they burst roared last turn, so give them less things to work with. Which unfortunately means we do have to pop this, which would give them game if they're able to get set up. But with 3 cards, they get a restart. I don't know. The only way we get out of active and get to do something. The only way we get to do anything. Yeah. Unfortunate. But also, again, it's removing energy off the board. We know they just threw another Ogre Pawn away off the Burst Roar. So they're gonna need a lot of pieces. They're going to need a lot of pieces here to be able to make anything happen. And they do get a Fez for 3. So again, there's a world where they could get all the pieces they needed, but hopefully they can't. I don't think they play Iono. Because if anything, they need to solder or Crispin here to be able to even get into this. Okay, they are going to get a restart for at least 1. And then a Fez for 3. That's pretty good. Sada isn't game. The Super Rod before the Fez is interesting. I feel like I'd want higher chances to hit Sada. And then Super Rod. Potentially get chances to get that, but Nestball does get it there. They do get that. They need what? 7, 14, 21, 28. They need 5 energy. They have 2. Sada gets them to 4. So they have 2 right now. Sada gets them to 4. They did not get it. Let's go. And we had game on board. Because I think we put enough damage onto the Mew that but we had boss in hand. But yeah, that was a solid game. Scary game because there were multiple times they whiffed twice. Had they not whiffed that first time, we were done for. Because we had to waste the energy attachment, and then we didn't. Yeah, that could have been very bad for us had they not whiffed. But they whiffed, and it worked out in our favor. All right, chat. That is going to do it for me. Oh, man, we're about to hit Master Ball, too. That's going to do it for me tonight. I'm going to go play some more Pokopia, get my list ready for tomorrow to play probably Dragapult. I don't know. Dragapult just felt so good tonight. I don't know when I'll be back yet for next stream. I haven't looked at my stream schedule for next week yet. Most likely Monday night is going to be the next stream. Yeah, also, we will have some shorts going up tomorrow. Like I said, I whiffed shorts today and yesterday because I was too busy playing Pokopia, and I forgot that I was supposed to do those. But all right, have a great night, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for swinging through and hanging out. It's been an absolute pleasure hanging out and chatting with you all. Hope you all have a fantastic night, and I'll see you later.